Okay, so it is the 23rd of October. It's pretty chilly out today. We had our first freeze last night. It was we got a low of 28 last night. We didn't get any frost on the ground. I mean, like, we probably did, but it melted fast, I guess, because it wasn't 28 for very long. Here's our garden. This will be the, I don't remember. I think we did the 16th garden tour, but I don't know for sure. It is pretty late in season. I mean, like, the leaves are changing a lot. I mean, like, as you can see, there's some trees over there that are changing. This one is changing. That one over there is starting to change. There's so many trees that are changing. These trees over here, the neighbors, apricot trees, not really doing much. I mean, like, some leaves are falling, but their plum tree's changing a little bit at some parts of it, which is that one. And our lilies are changing. So you can see under their tree they got lots of leaves. So that's cool. Well, not lots, but a little bit of leaves. And there's still lots on the trees, so we'll get a lot of leaves. They always get a lot of leaves in the fall. And there's more trees over there changing. So yeah, but because we got our first freeze, a lot of the plants aren't really doing too well anymore. But I'll show you. And then here's our grass. The sprinklers are finally off now. And yep. So here's where the pool was, and then over here is where the pumpkins were. And there's that big old stump with all the mushrooms. So you can see some of the parts of the pumpkins are still there, but they're not going to do anything. Then there's this little pumpkin, which I think is rotting because it's not going to do anything else. And then there's this one. These ones didn't grow completely, so that sucks. And then there's these dead pumpkin vines, and then there's the log right here. Oops. There's the stump right here with all these mushrooms. It's definitely eating away at the log. I've been doing that for over a year now. There's a lot of mushrooms, so much. You can see how it's eating away the log. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah, there's tons of mushrooms in this log all the time. Some over here. And then, yep, that's actually a tree stump. It's where it used to be a cottonwood tree, I think. And then there's one over there. That one used to be a silver maple. So, yep, and these are where the sunflowers used to be. Still that big one. Then there's that one over there. Not really blooming anymore. So, yep, these are where the pumpkins were. And here's the Brussels sprouts, which are ready, I guess. There's a horse right over there. So, I don't know when we're going to pick them, but we're probably going to try to do it sometime if we do, because these are where the Brussels sprouts are. They're these curls. So that's how our Brussels sprouts are this year. So, yep. I guess we just take the stalk off and kind of get the curls off of it and cut all these leaves. So, yep. That's how the Brussels sprouts did this year. And then this is where the lettuce was. The store mix lettuce is the dark ones, and then the normal lettuce was these ones that we didn't really get anything. So, then these are the green onions. They're still hanging out. There. Don't really know what to do with them. I don't know, we don't really use them for much things, I guess. And there's the spaghetti squash and all the other squash. They're dead. There's still leftovers, but they're not doing anything. There's some weeds right here that we need to get out. What these are. And these are the zucchinis. They definitely are. The leaves definitely aren't really. They're flat all of a sudden now. They're just doing that. So you can see where a zucchini was right there. The little ones. So they're not going to do anything else. And there's the cucumbers. There's a little tiny one. And then more cucumbers. And zucchini. And more squash and cucumbers. Can't really tell anymore. They're all brown. That's where this little cucumber was. And then more sunflowers are just hanging out there. So yeah, everything's pretty much done. Watermelons died. I picked the last one of it off, and on the table over there is where the watermelons and some of the honeydew melons and cantaloupes are. So yeah, this is where the watermelon plant was. It's dead. Definitely dead. So, and then this is the stump, and then this is where that sunflower was, the tall one with all the blooms. This one lasted for a while. It had still little tiny ones that aren't going to do anything else anymore. And then here's the honeydew melon. There's one right there. And the cantaloupe over here, which I don't know if there's any more or not. So, yep. And then that's about it for this part of the garden. So, yep, our garden did so good this year. It looks all brown and crappy now. I mean, like, the dirt's really dry because the sprinklers haven't been on anymore. So, it's pretty hard, too. It's pretty white, brown, and hard. So, yep. And then we have, there's Belle laying down right there. This tree is doing okay, I guess. I don't know if it's alive or not. Belle likes to just do that in the grass, and I don't know why. Huh. Hi, Belle, 15-year-old dog. And yep, over here is where the lilies are. They're turning yellow now. And then these are the sweet williams, the blackberries, and the blueberry bush. So the blackberries are going all over the place still. And they grew all the way kind of under this chair. So yeah, we're still thinking about putting an air conditioner right here. And then, so once we do that, then we'll have AC for next year because we want to get central air. The heat's been on. We turned the heat on yesterday. So that's been coming on whenever it gets really cold. Here's the basil. And then the rose bush. The kittens have been digging in here, so I put some pepper in here. So hopefully I don't do it too much. Yeah, the rose bush is good. Like, literally the kittens, a day or two ago, they, like, dug up this plant, and it was, like, just laying it there, so I put it back in the ground, so hopefully it's still alive, this little rose bush. Like, it's doing good, but hopefully it doesn't die, because they just, like, dug it up to the root almost, because they're just doing what they do, and I hate it. But that rose bush is still doing good. Here's the petunias, which probably aren't going to bloom too much anymore, but they're still doing good. They got super big. Because they're perennials, I think they'll come back next year and bigger and do whatever. Because they're really good plants, all those petunia flowers. And then here's the tomatoes. The leaves I noticed are all of a sudden like this, wilty. It's probably because of the cold. You can see a lot of tomatoes that aren't ready. And all that banging that's putting together a shelf in my sister's room upstairs, which is right there. There's these red cherry tomatoes that we need to pick. All these other ones that we haven't picked yet. And then so much more down there. And all these other ones. All these little tomatoes that haven't ripened ready yet. So yeah, we gotta, I don't know if those will be ready, but they're trying. And then, yep, all these are red cherry tomatoes, and then normal tomatoes are starting to change. And then, yep, so much tomatoes. So, yep. And these are the sun sugar, the light orange ones are the sun sugar cherry tomatoes. We got a lot of those too. And then here's the peppers. The peppers did not too well this year. They kept getting these burnt spots on them. So they would always rot by the time they were red. So that sucked. That was everything. And then, yep, that was this side of the garden. And then our front yard. Yeah, the last time I did the front yard, we were putting up the Halloween decorations. They're all on the ground right now because it's not nighttime. We set them up at night. Here's our aspen tree right here. As you can see, and then you can see their neighbors across the street are changing. Super pretty. This fall time is now here. It's the 23rd. It's almost going to be Halloween soon. It's crazy how warm it's been this year. So yeah, here's the petunias, and there's a lily right here that's done. And then these little firecracker perennials tipping over. And there's bushes and stuff, and more petunias, and some snapdragons that are neon yellow back there. Here's the pumpkin plant out front. It's not doing good anymore. Ooh, but we got that big pumpkin right there. Man, I wish it would have grown more. We got that one and this one. I'm so sad about that. Man, there's more lilies. And then the spiderweb over here. So this is where the pumpkin plant started, and it just grew out all here. And so, yeah, so many little ones too, like one right there, and then that one. So much. There's this yellow one that rotted, and then that one, and all that stuff, and it's just so sad. Like this one right here did so good, and it's just not gonna grow anymore because of the cold. It's so sad. I can't believe how this pumpkin plant even got here. Like, it just grew around July. We first saw it, and I was like, this is weird. And then here's the petunias and these little white flowers. So yep, and then yeah, this bush that's super tall, we need to trim it. And yep, so it's crazy because I guess last time I did a garden tour we were supposed to get a lot of snow. Well, not snow, but like on a couple of days we were supposed to get some. Here's our pumpkins, but you had to get I guess the weather changed. We were supposed to get snow. We didn't. I guess the weather says we're supposed to get like rain or clouds. Not really much snow. It'll be cold though. So here's the whatever these were called, the garden wonders. They're really pretty flowers, and I can't believe they're still blooming. These ones are pretty. These were the other ones. My sister's out here hanging out. She's being silly. These are the pumpkins. These ones were from our garden. These Big Max ones, like that one. Yep, and then these ones, but we went to Black Island Farms and picked these ones, the ones with like this, which are the normal ones. And there's that one, those are the normal ones. And then that's what this plant's supposed to be. We actually had a big one, but it's not gonna make it. The rest of them, like the light orange ones, like these ones, and all these were from our garden in the backyard. So that's cool. Yeah, I guess we're not supposed to get snow anymore because it changed, but it's still supposed to be really cold. So here's the, we've got a lot of spider webs everywhere. This is where the Sweet William was. It's not blooming anymore. Here's the snapdragons, fake hibiscus, and then that beautiful red flower, the garden wonder, or whatever it is. And more fake hibiscus. These are just so pretty. So, and then more bushes, boxwoods, and then these little perennials that'll be done. Lilies and firecrackers. And then there's the more boxwood bushes and the cat spruce. And then that's about it. So there's our front yard, and then I'll show you our backyard and near where the pool used to be, those trees and the grapevines and all that stuff, which isn't very big deal, but I still like to show it. Here's the neighbor's weed, Virginia creeper vine. It's all a weed, but it still grows on the fence. Has all these little berries, and it's changed color. It's all red, so that's cool. And then here's where the pool used to be. We put our trampoline and swings there. Here's the box elder maple tree. They're pretty much yellow now, and there's some of its leaves on the ground. And here's the Russian olive right here, and it's not really changing. I don't think they changed too good. Here's the grapevine and more Virginia creeper and all that stuff, and then grapes back there, as you can see. More over here, kind of behind there, and then these ones too, which are probably ready. And so yeah, and that's about it. There's our weather station. It's pretty cloudy out today. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and hopefully our garden does really good next year. I don't know if I'll make another garden tour or not. I'll probably keep you updated on like a yard tour or something. There's Belle. She went inside. Here's some of the watermelons and other fruits from our garden. So, but I'm probably gonna try to keep you updated on, probably not garden tours, but yard tours about how, like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll keep you updated.